played well, and I'm happy that they sustained that lead and won the game.
So much better coming back to LA too with a win under your belt. That long flight. You're now 7-2 on the road. 10-4 overall are the Lakers. Talk about securing rebounds. They also secured the game ball. This is what happened at the end of this
Never
one.
seen this before.
Interesting handoff for quite some time. Coaches got involved until Giannis said, "Hey, give the game ball to the Rook."
Give me the damn ball.
Hey, that settled that really fast when the leader of the league team says, you know what, just give him the ball, man. It's just the ball. We got a million of them in the back.
You know who else could have got the game ball? Luka Doncic. How about this? His 50th career 40-point game, which is his 6th with the Lakers. That ties him with Magic Johnson. Big game for 10th most in Laker history. It's his fourth 40-point game of the season alone. He had 41 tonight. 18 of 20 from the free throw line. Those 18 makes ties a career high for him.
All the great names on there. You know what I like about Luka tonight is like, he knew this was the last game on the road trip, and he knew that they're going to need him to, get them going. And he came out aggressive. He came out, looking for his shot early. Also finding Ayton. I don't know. Ayton must have had about 5 lobs tonight between Austin and Luka. But Luka, he wanted his team to come out and have a good start, and he got them going early, knocking down some big shots and also dissecting the defense for nice passes.
Man, to me, when you watch this game plan, it was very good. Luka was in attack mode. He was in lob mode. And I talked about that earlier. Which mode are you going to be in? Are you going to be shoot a lot, pass a lot, or in the middle? He was directly in the middle. And plus, what was really good, he got to the free throw line 20 times, 18 for 20. So that means you're on the attack. Luka is one of those rare players that can draw so many fouls and get to the free throw line. So, he had a little problem shooting free throws, but tonight he knocked them down.
Not that it matters, but this game obviously featured 1 and 2 in terms of scores in the league, and Luka holds that. Continues after tonight with the 41. Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is right behind him, pours in 32. Austin Reaves, big game. Let's just go down the list in terms of contribution. He was just as good. 25, 8, and 6 plus 14. It's like as if it wasn't Luka, it was Austin.
Yeah, he's back on his saddle, back on his horse after that groin injury, and then coming back a little less than he wanted to. And Austin, consistency, attack mode, get to the free throw line, creating situations where he could throw that pass to Ayton, and just a shot maker. So aggressive and back to accustomed to. He's healthy now. I think the groin is fully healed, and so that's what we expect.
For me, I knew, we talked about who has the advantage. And I felt like the guard play for the Lakers with a bigger advantage. And tonight, they show it. Him having 25 and combined starting guards for them was at 25. So you look at, he had an advantage. I think this is very rare that he's probably taller than most guards that guard him. In this case, he was taller. He was more athletic, too, which is, hey, is he our next Kobe Bryant? I'm just kidding, people. I'm just kidding. But no, he had a great opportunity to show his thing tonight and show that when you got the size advantage and the skill advantage, you take over, and that's what he did tonight.
I know we talked in the green room about how social media didn't exist during your day, but it does now, so you have to be careful and remind people you are kidding.
People. I like, if he is our next Kobe Bryant, we all gonna be happy.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Indeed. You wanted to focus on the bigs, and when you look at a night like DeAndre Ayton, you wanted him to be in attack mode, impose his will early. Another 20-10 game for him, along with a block and a couple of steals.
Double-double. And defensively, I thought, held his ground. I mean, he was active in the paint where he think he can get the basketball, and I think tonight we saw that 4 or 5 lobs tonight. He's just an exceptional player. He's starting to really understand his teammates, understand what Luka wants out of him, what Reaves, how they played with him, and how he puts himself in position to score buckets. So good performance.
Yeah, I think they're understanding him too, because he's used to picking, he's used to popping, he's used to doing a little bit of everything. So that one move they showed, I think it was the second to the last clip there where they showed jump hook, because we know how good he is at shooting the free throw line jumper. Yeah, if Miles Turner was on him, he shot the jumper. If the Greek Freak was on him, he shot the jumper. But when they switch to a little guy, he just rolled to the basket and abused him, like Shaq would say, barbecue chicken. And that's what you have to do as a big. You have to turn and assess the situation. And he is so good at that. I don't think we really realize that because he looks, little guy, he goes to the rack. Big guy, he shoots a jumper because most people in this day and age, they just sell it for the jump shot because that's the easy way out. But he's a hard worker and he's understanding the game, and more importantly, his teammates are starting to understand who he is as a player.
They're embracing one another, and that's big, as he has mentioned with each rep that he gets. The Lakers improved to 6-4 versus teams above 500, along with 2-1 on the second night of back-to-backs. Time to hear from Coach JJ Redick, brought to you by your Toyota dealers.
JJ, after those,
there's a song on there called "A Week Ago," and one of the lines, the main line, is "It was all good just a week." I told the team yesterday, a week ago from yesterday, we were practicing in Atlanta. We were 7-2. We were feeling good about ourselves. And then you don't play well for 3 games a week in this league. I mean, this is the NBA. And you got to find moments to recapture what makes you a good basketball team. And I think over the last 24 hours, we've done that. I just want to say a couple things about the game overall. I want to give a lot of credit to my staff. Sometimes with these turnarounds, the prep for the players becomes difficult. We met at 40 on the clock. We got in at 3 a.m. last night, so we didn't want to overwhelm them when they were zombies at 12 p.m. So we met at 40 on the clock, and I thought, Coach Ty, Scotty, Greg, Drew Seifert, like all these guys that worked on this scout did a really good job of creating clarity for our team, and we were able to go out and execute that, and that's a credit to our guys. And the second thing is, like, Maxi Kleba has not been in the rotation all season. He's played in a couple blowouts, knew he was going to be part of the rotation tonight. Guy scores, he makes 1 basket, but had a huge impact on the game with his physicality, his talk, and just what I would describe as what we want Lakers spirit to be. Just being a great teammate. It had, on the court, the defense, the rebounding, the all the stuff that are winning basketball plays. He was a big part of that tonight.
a couple of key moments. Milwaukee makes the big run in the third, and Luka has that, I think, either 8 or 9-0 streak. Yeah. And then Austin has the 3 threes when Luka's sitting. Did you see that as kind of stabilizing?
I mean, we knew they were going to make a run. They didn't shoot the ball well in the first half. A few of the threes were threes we were willing to live with. A couple of their lasers missed some decent looks. I thought we did a pretty good job of closing out. Didn't do a great job of closing out off of Giannis's passes to start the second half. And your group, we actually responded twice. They make the run, we get back up 22, they cut it down again, and then Luka and AR, like they did all night, just led us, and like they've done all season. Those guys have done an amazing job of leading our basketball team.
You did have Luka and AR, but this kind of goes along with the same theme of at Portland the win, at Minnesota today, where you lose 2 starters, like day of, where you're undermanned and find a way to get it done, and kind of pulling back big picture with LeBron looming in terms of his return. How have this portion of the season maybe served you in the long run, having different guys play and contribute as you look to build the full season?
Well, it's a confidence boost for the group. I think for certain players who, when we're fully healthy, may not play a ton of minutes or may not even be part of the rotation. It gives them a reference point. I think Nick Smith knows that we believe in him as a player. We're calling ISOs for him against the Portland Trailblazers, who have great wing defenders. So I think it's great for the group. With the possibility of us getting healthy, that certainly makes you excited. But then, like I told you guys in training camp, we had 24 starting lineups last year. Like the soft tissue injuries, all this stuff, it's just part of the NBA. And, whether it's, we've had an illness run through the team this week while we're on the road. We've had a number of guys that have played through it, a number of guys that haven't been able to play through it. So those things are just going to happen throughout an NBA season. But the togetherness of the group and the intent of the group every night outside of a couple games has been really good.
Going to ask about the guy who shirt pregame. When we were talking with DeAndre yesterday, he mentioned that he kind of feels like the team feeds off his energy. You wore his shirt, I'm guessing, in support of him. You said you want to be a Lion. What have you learned about what gets him going, what gets him in the spot where, energy-wise, he is the DeAndre that the team needs him to be?
To me, he feeds off of the group's energy, and he feeds off of empowerment and encouragement and positive reinforcement. And it took 8 to 10 days to figure that out in the preseason, and once we did, it's been really awesome to watch him grow with this group and be fully engaged and be a part of this group.
Check out the highlight of this one. Bronny pulls out a 5-game road trip against the Bucks early in the first. Giannis gets to the rim. Nice easy dunk. On the other hand, big game Luka Doncic lobs to DA for the alley-oop.
Yeah, I mean, Ayton is so good at rolling to the right spots. And once Luka attracts the defense, it's a nice toss over the top.
Moments later, Luka gets a step-back 3. Buckets. He has it again. This time, same 3. Buckets, Rob.
Right into his face. What bread's that when you need it? Take that, Bus.
He's frustrated as a defender, the way he just makes it look so easy.
Bucks got the ball. Miles Turner meets Jackson Hayes. Big game.
Jackson Hayes put on an extra 15 pounds. He's stronger. Great vertical move on the denial. And then there's Luka with the soft touch from 8 feet.
He had 12 in the first quarter. Under 3 to go in the first. Luka up to Jackson Hayes, Rob.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be out of his range because he threw a pass previous from this one that was out of his range, but he was able to go up high and bring it home. Slam it down.
After the timeout, rookie Adu Thero checks into the game for the first time this season. Luka here misses the 3, but Thero, how about this? That activity, Rob, you talked about it.
Yeah, when you got athleticism, it's dangerous right here. Look at him. He was about to get that offensive rebound, too.
Lakers led 30-18 after 1. Second quarter, Austin Reaves here with a cutting Dalton Connect, 2-handed jam, baseline dunk. Next Laker possession, big game Reaves. Nice little no-look to DA.
Yeah, with the ball in Reaves' hands, he's so versatile. You don't know whether he's going to shoot that time. The no-look pass. Nice roll by Ayton, too, to be in the right spot at the right time.
Jake LaRavia with a little spin move. Gets the tip in off his own miss. Under 6 to go in the half. Luka backing up the defender. It's the one-legged fadeaway jumper. Lakers up 15. And then Rob, Lakers out and running. LaRavia to trailing Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, keeping his head up, keeping his dribble alive. And what do you do as a big? You rim run. And that's how you rim run and rock the rim.
What do you do as a guard? You reward him.
Give him a little sugar. If the big man gonna play defense, give him a little sugar.
Under 4 to go. Finding an open Dalton Connect from 3. Lakers up 21. Here,